So today I'm in Miyahue in Chile at Viña Vic, which is a winery here, and I'm sitting with Cristián Vallejo, who's the head winemaker, and we've basically been tasting through Vic, which is the wine that he makes here. So it's actually a rather large winery and a rather big plot of land, but they just make one wine, and what's interesting about it is that it's a red blend with several different varieties. So I guess I just wanted to ask one basic question and we can start from there, which is why blend different types of grapes into a wine? Why not just make a Cabernet Sauvignon or a Merlot or something like that?
Well, I have to say that it's not a simple question.
Okay.
It's a very interesting one because finally we are working with what our philosophy is based on. We are holistic, and we think, as the holistic concept said, that the whole, which is the wine, is more than or better than the sum of each part. So we think and we believe that in this blend, each part helps a lot, but the sum, I mean, the whole, which is the concept of holistic, is the blend, it's even better than the whole rest. So as we have been tasting, here we have 7 samples, just to show you how the microclimate influencing the blend, or how the varieties works in the blend. But we have more than 60 different blocks to blend, all of them with a beautiful taste and a beautiful mouth feeling and aromas, but all of them help to have something even better. So why one blend? Because we are working in this way holistic. The whole is more than the sum of each part. And for us, for this wine, everything is important. Every detail counts. Since the prune, our people, our green consciousness with the nature, the marketing, the gist, the environment, the terroir, everything. Everything counts and everything makes this whole. That's why we want to go for the side of a blend, because we think that each one gives something that at the end it's even better.
Okay.
See? If we have thinking about how to make another wine or Cabernet Sauvignon, as you said, it's possible, and probably this Cabernet Sauvignon will blend it a little bit with Cabernet Franc, and we'll see, but it will be a Cabernet Sauvignon. And it's a second part of the project. Today we are focused on Vic. We think that this blend is what we have to show to everybody, and we want them to know us because this blend is particular.
I'm really having a flagship wine out there. Well, we're going to get back to the 60 different lots in a second, but so what we've just been tasting through is 3 Cabernet Sauvignons, all from different areas on the property. Then we had a Cabernet Franc, a Merlot, a Syrah, and a Carmenere, and then here is the sort of final blend of all of them. But what does the Cabernet Sauvignon do for your wine? Because it's the majority component, slight majority, but majority component.
Well, it is the majority, and for us the Cabernet Sauvignon is the backbone of the blend. Over the Cabernet Sauvignon, we build the whole blend. In this case, we have 3 different Cabernet Sauvignon. One comes from what we call the coolest area. It's the area which receives all the wind. And this one, it's very elegant. We are looking for a very elegant wine, Chilean wine with color, with fruit, with structure, but very well balanced. So it's a very, very elegant wine. And this Cabernet gives us the backbone. Over this, with the other Cabernet Sauvignon, we give to the wine more structure in the middle. Then the Cabernet Franc gives a touch of minerality to the flavor. Also, the acidity is a little bit more present, so that acidity will help to keep the wine a longer time in bottle. The Merlot helps in the attack. It's very round and soft. You see when we taste it, it's very round and soft and a lot of juicy, fresh and red fruit. And then the Syrah helps with the blue aspect, like lavender, violet, a touch of plum, and the middle mouth has a very sweet and round tannins. Okay, and then the Carmenere, which is the flagship of Chile, helps a lot here in terms of give this freshness to the wine, this spicy flavor, what I call the rainforest aspect. You know, that freshness when you go into the rainforest, you go like it's fresh, it's humidity, well, gives that special flavor to the wine. And all these help to find in the blend a wine which is elegant, with all this expression, with different flavors that come from different areas. You see it in the property in a few kilometers, you have totally different soils, microclimate. And finally, that's Chile. I mean, in a few meters, you have different flavors. This diversity of flavors makes a very complex wine. And what we are trying to have here, it's an elegant wine, a complex wine, but drinkable.
So this is quite interesting because you brought up something we think of a little bit as the French concept of terroir, like where it's made is very important, and something, grapes that come from over here can taste very different than grapes that come from here, even though you can see them. Yep. For instance, so when you're going through 60 different lots of those every year, how do you keep track of everything and make a final blend?
Well, we work since the beginning, every season, since the prune. We track every block, and personally I go out there and see the prune, see the green harvest, I taste the grapes, and we track very close every block. And once they are in the winery, we keep them separately, even in barrel, till the blend. We know exactly that each block gives something to the blend. So then, when we start to work for the blend, which is 15 months in barrel, we knew exactly which one gives something, and each day that we work on it, when you start, you start to play with them, trying to find how to tune the wines in order to find what you have in your mind. And that happens in the third time, fourth time, or fifth time. But you make one click, and it's what you find. Even though when you find that, then you try to add something and you go back to the first one.
Okay.
It's something very particular. It's a sensation that you really find what you have in your mind, in your soul. You're looking for a wine with personality, with the mouth feeling, with aromas, elegant. When you find that, you get it. There are some days that you can make 20 blends, but you're not happy with that. There are days that you have, with the second one, you got it. What happens? I don't know, maybe the day, maybe you are physically better, or I don't know what happens, but it's when you find it, you just have it. You know it. You know, it's like, this is what I want, this is what I'm looking for, this is what we need. And how we work on that? Well, first, we know, we track every block. We taste the block as a whole, then we taste every barrel. When we select that block, we taste every barrel. If that block has like 20 barrels and there's one that we don't like, we take out that barrel, we will use 19. And the same with everyone. We blend all these barrels and then we go back to barrel again. We keep it for 5, 6, 8, it depends on the wine, everything depends.
So you age them separately as they were harvested, basically, and then once you decide which ones you want to use, you age them together in a barrel.
As a blend.
As a blend.
And then before to bottling, we taste every single barrel again. If there's some of those that we don't like, we take it out and we re-blend everything. Okay? So we'll have a second blend.
A second blend, okay.
And then this blend will go straight to barrel. I mean to bottle.
Okay.
We don't use any fining, we don't do any finings. These round tannins comes from the vineyard and from good French oak done for us, and we try to be as natural as possible. We don't add yeast, it's natural yeast coming from the vineyard. We are holistic, we are not natural, we are not organic, we are not biodynamic, but we take part of each in order that we call holistic, which we think is a good way for today, that people is more complex and look for complexity, for something that really is in the whole aspect of their life. And so we take care about nature, we take care about to don't add anything to the wine. So that's what people want.
In the same way that you're sort of looking for the organic apples at the grocery store, or making sure that you're going to like yoga or something like that, you just sort of are taking care of the grapes and know that they'll turn out
as natural as possible. We take care of every detail, and then we're trying to make a wine very complex, a wine for pleasure.
This is the current release then, the 2013. So tell me about it then, in terms of how it fits into the overall vision of Vic.
I'm sorry, the 13th?
This is the 2011.
11.
Oh, pardon me.
Yes.
I was looking at these, because these are from the 2013 harvest. Pardon me. The 2011. So how did this wine turn out then, basically? Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, this wine today has 2 years in bottle. It's developed in his bouquet, and it matched to our concept because it's a very complex wine that you can have it in a good conversation with a good friend, with your wife, or with a group of friends. You can share, but also you can have it during a lunch or a dinner with different type of foods. This is a wine that it's done for pleasure, for life. You know, when you are with a good friend, with your family, what happens is that everybody opens their soul, you see? And normally...
Wine is good for that.
And wine is for that. And friendship, good moment. And this one is for pleasure. Obviously, it's done also for, I don't know, to be rated. But what we are looking for is that everybody has to feel pleasure with this. It's a complex wine. A wine that makes you think. Each glass tells you something. Well, here's one. Everybody thinks that I'm a little crazy, but wine talks to you. In every glass, you feel something different. You look for, I feel this before. Where I feel
nostalgia. Yeah.
It's a wine that makes your sense worry about it, and you discover something. And when you have it with your main course, you have one feeling, one sense. Then when you have it with the dessert, another. So it's a wine that you can have it with in different moments, and you will enjoy it. That's what we're looking for. An elegant wine, but drinkable at the same time. We have structure, we have body, we have enough color, but so well balanced that you can discover all this in different aspects. And
hence we go back to the components, I think, by layering all of these different, not only varieties, but blocks on one another, you eventually make a wine that is more versatile and more dynamic, and in the end, more complex, so that it does do well in various contexts, even if that context is just course after course over an evening, over a meal with friends. So, thank you. Well, I can't wait to try it with dinner tonight. We had it with lunch already, which was good, but I'll be trying some more. And thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for your time, for coming here to see for second time.
Yeah. Now that the winery is done.
Yes. Now you saw a lot of different changes here, and I hope that you enjoy to stay here, and we will be very aware that you came back again.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm thrilled to be here. And thank you so much.